Set the pack command. Ladies and gentlemen, front, left, right. We're back again. What's good? What's good? Told you be back for a day, HHN. My homeboy had to go Wiz, so we got to postpone the party. So it might be either tomorrow night or the night after, however. But either way, we are back with the HHN Special Report, and we got to talk about a whole bunch of things. But first things first, let's get off with this right here.
I don't know. Try to send somebody else. I have a friend scout. She sent me some girls today, but she asks $1,000 per girls. I'll send you girls now. Maybe someone will be good for Jay. Name blank, 18 years old, height, measurements, weight, Shenzhen, departure city, somewhere in Russia. You might be like, whoa, what kind of creepy shit are you reading, Moo? Well, I'm just reading creepy shit that was released as part of more Epstein documents, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, today is a huge day, okay? Today is a big day. Today is the day, ladies and gentlemen, that the Epstein files were supposed to drop. Remember a month ago, there was a law that was signed in after, President Donald Trump pretty much had to pull teeth, basically goat-see the guy until he was like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll sign it, okay? I'll sign the bill. All right, there it is, let's go. And of course, that bill was then signed, and 30 days was granted for the federal agencies of the United States to blank out as much information as you can, redact as much as you needed to, and release the files for everybody in the world to read. Now, I think the Epstein files are important. I'm not a political person by any nature. I have no idea about anything politics related. I'm a fucking fat Indian guy that plays too much RPGs to begin with, okay? You shouldn't be coming to this channel if you want political expertise, okay? There's a lot better channels out there. No, I think the Epstein documents are pretty important. As somebody that is from Kazakhstan, I know for a fact there's got to be some politicians in my countries that were out there fucking little kids, and they were probably connected to Epstein. And I believe that a lot of popular world leaders, celebrities, the elites that run every single aspect of our world were probably interconnected with this guy. And you know what? I'm gonna be completely real with you. I think all their names should be exposed, and whatever may come out of that, I don't have any issues with. Okay, all right. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, to continue on with this entire story, this has been one of the most complicated, most convoluted releases that I've ever seen. One would think that it would just be as simple as to black out victim names, release it in the public. Often you have me agreeing with people that I probably would never agree with. Like this Marjorie Taylor Greene fellow, okay? My goodness, what's in the Epstein files? Release all the files. It's literally the law. You know what? I agree, Ms. Green. Why not just release those files? Now, while everyone's waiting for the Fell For It Again award to show up, I love these things. Every time I see this meme, I'm not gonna lie, it brings a joy to my heart. So while a lot of that information is coming out while we're waiting, like for instance, we got a war with the old Venezuelans possibly on the horizon. I don't know. Now, I don't know about the U.S. draft, but I looked into it and I'm kind of freaking out a little bit because they mentioned not just citizens, but immigrants as well, too. I guess that green card excuse wasn't saving yours true. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, to go back to Epstein, I feel like there's a lot of distractions taking place. There's a lot of information that is slowly piecemeal coming out. For instance, somebody ended up getting a map. No, this is not a GTA 6 leak. No, this is not the map to Cayo Perico, even though it looks very, very familiar to it. No, it's actually Epstein's island, and this is apparently, rich people shit, where they're thinking of upgrading their stuff. I want a few new dungeons here. I want some escape rooms there. Some guard posts here, yada, yada, yada. Now, of course, you also had some crossbows. I don't know if the suggestive placement really meant anything, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of no-context things being released. So crossbows, but obviously there were other big popular figures too. Like a lot of people have been focusing on, all Donnie G in this case, but I will say that there's also other large billionaires in this process, people like Bill Gates. And when I say people who run our entire world, I think I've noticed that for a lot of channels who are in like sort of that commentary space, sort of the goofy stuff. I was watching Drew Gooden, like, I don't usually watch the guy, but I'll see his videos show up, and he made a pretty banger video about like greed and like all the bullshit surrounding this stuff. And I gotta say, when all the funny haha channels are talking about the world, it's serious shit. Dude, I'm a gaming guy. I love talking about video games. Expensive video games have gotten, the trajectory we're going with. It's hard not to talk about this kind of stuff, okay? Especially when some of the world's biggest people are kind of steering the course for everyone. But it also sucks really hard when those people are caught in images like this. So apparently this is Billy G standing next to a woman that has been completely redacted. Okay, so I'm assuming this is not, his wife at the time. This is another photo of Billy G just sort of standing there pretty close to another woman who does not appear to be his wife. Right. Now, again, I don't know the context of the situation. I don't know, but she apparently, from what I've heard, she is of legal age. Both these women, if they are the same people, they are of legal age, which, I'm glad that photo was released. I don't think you could release a photo of somebody that was visibly underage at all or actually knowingly underage in these photo dumps. But yeah, again, Billy G, Donald Trump, I think it was like Stephen Hawking. A lot of these people just kind of knew each other, okay? And when you're in like that rich, elite, powerful world, you have to ask yourself why you make friends like this. Dude, this guy's wife divorced him because she found it fucking creepy. What was going on between this relationship that a marriage that lasted that long had to basically be divorced off? That's crazy shit. And of course, you've also got people from Trump's friends, like his former legal guy, Steve Bannon, sitting across with old Jeffrey. I could only imagine what kind of goofy shit is on this Mac right here. I can only imagine what kind of evil shit is in here. But again, there was more information that kind of came out. One of the images that you probably saw floating around that was a bit disturbing was this dentist chair, right? Now, I don't know why somebody would have a dentist chair in this situation. I don't know if this is used for like maybe massages or some kind of sexual sick pleasure. But I have to ask people how common it is to have these masks placed. I mean, I'll be real with you. This is the kind of shit you would see in Resident Evil, where you walk into a room and there's like a puzzle to solve. you gotta shift the book there, take one mask here, place it there, and then a secret compartment will unlock. Like, homie, is this Epstein's Island or the fucking Spencer Mansion? What are we doing? What are we doing here? What's going on? But of course, let's get a little further into the story. Something else that I found very disturbing. I started this video off with this WhatsApp message. Now, one of the things I kind of wish was, again, a lot of the stuff that's coming out here that we're able to see so far is because the House Oversight Committee has sort of been releasing files, here and there. And
man, that House Oversight Committee is a motherfucker. The files on that shit is over 20,000 motherfucker plus files. Oh my fucking God. I'm not reading all that shit.
I thought maybe they were doing this for theatrics' sake, but I think it's actually an intelligent strategy when you want to keep public pressure up, right? More people are going to talk about something as it's being released, because if you just gave out all of your cards and immediately stopped for months, people's interest might actually go away to something else. The distractions might actually work. Nobody is distracted from the Epstein stuff, and nobody should be, because, again, when you have people that align themselves with pedophiles operating in offices, like people who align themselves with known human traffickers, those people should be excised from controlling us, right? From making decisions for us. We should not be a group of people led by pedophiles and human traffickers and criminals and cult leaders, right? Like when you're somebody who is not willing to critically think like this, you're in a cult, and you need to stop doing that. But yeah, this message when I started out, when, again, it came out from this WhatsApp message where they were, talking about $1,000 per girl, sending you a girl. I don't know what's going on here, but, again, from the lack of context provided in this WhatsApp chat, I have to imagine that, I don't know, they're trying to pick up escorts or like, pay for like an overnight thing or like an hourly thing or something. Like literally this looks like escort shit, okay? It's crazy stuff. Again, there was more crazy stuff too. Like apparently these Epstein dumps, I don't even know if I can show you this on YouTube, but there were things like the Trump condom, which apparently came from, again, novelty purchases that you could make on the internet. But again, you also had this weird glove too. Like, I don't know what this glove is about. I think I might have to censor the middle finger because that actually might just be a penis. I might have to censor all the fingers because they look like different dildos. It's an insane fingering pleasure glove. I didn't even know that toys like this existed. I mean, that island had to have some of the most insanely disgusting, decrepit shit. I mean, it did. It verifiably did. But to see photos like this is just chilling shit to watch. Dentist chairs, dildo gloves, condoms of your, I guess, people that you're not friends with. Like, this is... Rich people are disgusting, man, in a lot of ways. But arguably one of the most disgusting images that I saw came out of this was something that I actually had to verify and make sure was real. This is actually what appears to be like a woman's foot. She was low, plain low, in the morning, standing 4 feet 10 in one sock. This quote is actually from a book known as Lolita. Now, this is disgusting because if you actually read this book, ladies and gentlemen, I've never read it. Just a quick Wikipedia summary of this is, again, this is a this is a book written in 1955 by Vladimir Nabokov, and apparently it is about a protagonist, a French literature professor who moves to New England and writes under the pseudonym Humbert Humbert. He details his obsession and victimization of a 12-year-old girl. It's a very, I've never read this book, but apparently Stanley Kubrick made a movie of it where, again, it was severely downplayed back in 1962 because, again, you can't, I assume film the actions presented in this book. I don't even know how a book like this could even be turned to a movie, but I guess Stanley fucking Kubrick did it.
And what else did Stanley Kubrick make, everybody? What was the other movie that Stanley Kubrick made that he's known for? And he died right before the movie came out. He used one of the Illuminati's mansions. That's a hint. Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah, that's
Salute, Charles. What up, though?
So this is one of the most disturbing images that I saw. You have to wonder, like, why they have a girl here, why this quote is written on a foot, and then why, like, you know, you have the book Lolita in the background, and you know the subject matter is dark. You know what's happening on this island is very dark, right? And of course, another image over here was she was Lola in slacks. So this is where we're at, okay? This is like how disgusting things are getting in this situation, right? Like, you know, we started from, you know, jail footage that the government did a terrible job covering up, and now the images that are slowly being released in the House Oversight Committee, you know, I'm actually kind of afraid to see what comes out of this whole thing, like what actually really just gets completely released. But the thing is, I'm imagining that nothing is going to come out, especially today, and if something does come out, it's going to be so heavily redacted. The fact that the government is not releasing every single thing today, a lot of people have questioned, is it them breaking the law? And the thing is, the law doesn't matter to them, okay? Like, it doesn't matter. You have to imagine, right, if you got a president that's willing to go to war without, like, telling the guys over in Congress, it doesn't matter, okay? You can violate that. Dude, the guy doesn't listen to court orders. You think he's going to give a shit about following basic law and procedure? The law only matters if it's willing to be enforced. Imagine you make a law that says you're not allowed to park in this location at this specific time, right? Normally traffic enforcement, right? They come by and they put a fucking ticket on your car and they enforce it that way. But imagine if the enforcement division didn't want to put the ticket on your car. The law doesn't matter then, because the system is not willing to actually enforce the law. You can make a million laws. You can make a million fucking judgments. There is no enforcement mechanism. There is no correction to the enforcement mechanism. Therefore, it doesn't matter if the law exists, right? Therefore, it doesn't matter if the law exists, right? Now, to my surprise, I wasn't actually expecting this to happen, but yes, the government did, in fact, release the Epstein files. And these aren't, from what I understand, all of the files. There's still more that need to come out.
My God, it's a lot of motherfucking redacted pages. I'm talking about full redacted pages. It was no different when I was reading from the Epstein files on my lives. Just like full redacted pages. It's like, goddamn, I would love to see what the fuck was on this page. What the fuck you gonna bring them out for if you're gonna redact all these pages in a row? Like, Jesus.
But on justice.gov/Epstein, you can search up anything that your heart desires inside these files. So I looked up things like clients, for instance, and you can see that they're actually part of different data sets, but you can see that they've titled them EFTA 0008320.pdf. So for instance, if I actually open this up really quickly, it will take you to this 89-page document, which comes from what appears to be a book. For instance, Living the Good Life Massage for Everybody. Use massage as a reward for children who complete their homework. Offer the family chef a massage. Make the idea of massage non-threatening by offering a simple seated back and neck massage. If someone says no to massage, respect that person's feelings. It's just so weird. I mean, it's like massage books for dummies. That's what it is. So yeah, it's a whole bunch of documents released, and of course, this isn't the only sort of thing that has come out. There's been a lot of other images that have released. For instance, you've got Bill Clinton relaxing what I believe to be with Epstein and apparently an unknown individual. So that's another image that kind of released as well. There's been a lot of other images that have released too, but I'm just going to stick to whatever I've seen in this documentation because in the world of AI, anything is possible. But you can see that the amount of redactions in certain cases, like this document from the federal grand jury, I believe back in 2006, is all but completely blacked out. Actually, this is more recent given the date 2019. But you can see that it's a lot more blacked out than one would expect. So big shout out to the most transparent government imaginable. I mean, good luck trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in this document. But of course, we can look further into it, and for instance, if I look up things like Trump, right over here, you can see that there's two documentations over here. So if I open this up, you can see that these are just from what appears to be evidence or like, I don't know, I guess some stationary items. Based on the description over here, this is Barron's D80 number, TOEFL Fire and Fury inside the Trump White House. This is just again, a cataloging of whatever we've seen over here. So TOEFL, Fire and Fury, yada, yada, yada. And of course, another point over here is I think they're just cataloging every book that's sort of spotted in this image, and that's pretty much where it kind of ends. Now, if we look up things like Gates, right, you can see that, yeah, again, it just goes with Gates over here, but if I type in Bill Gates, the search doesn't provide that, and I think maybe the search is actually getting fixed up. It was a requirement for these document disclosures, but I think just considering the website is so new and it's still requiring people some time to wait before they get in, it's not exactly 100% all the way there. So if I type in Bill Clinton, don't really see anything. If I type in Donald Trump entirely, I don't see anything. So maybe if I type in like one word, you can see, yeah, so employee name.
Yeah, and that's on, I think, on the justice.org. So like until they work the kinks out they bugs and shit, you just go to the motherfucking House Committee website and read from the files there. You know, and to the fucking to the Justice Government website start working. I forgot what the fuck he said. You might have to go back. I think the justice.gov or some shit like that. But the House Oversight Committee has the files too.
Poland, maybe it doesn't actually do multiple terms. So again, yeah, the whole files, or not the whole files, but a amount of files have been released.
Yeah, no, shouts out to Crystal. It's cool for hooking me up with those files. Shouts out to Crystal all day. California love.
Gigabytes, I think somewhere around 4.5 have been coming out. So if you want to look through this and start piecing through, you can. A lot of, I assume, journalists, a lot of people interested in this are doing it. So actually a good thing that there's some disclosure. Obviously, if you go back to certain documents like this, I think that what people are really interested in, we'll find this out in the next few days, how much of this stuff is actually blacked out, right? How much of this is actually transparent versus nonsense that nobody really cared about in these documents to begin with. And again, ultimately, at the end of the day with these Epstein files, they're going to get so heavily blacked out and redacted because, look, you can't, here's the real black pill about this situation, right? Unless you're willing to have some level of a revolution, which is an uncomfortable thing for people to grasp, right?
I know. Motherfuckers hate revolution. They scared that they gotta fight for their freedom. But he's about to say what I always say. If anybody about to start a revolution to kill these motherfuckers, then these motherfuckers gonna keep on doing this shit. Simple. Simple. One more time. Simple.
Talking French Revolution type shit. You know when they had guillotines out and they were just fucking getting rid of the big guys? Unless that kind of stuff happens, the people in power are never going to let themselves get exposed. Therefore, these documents, if they do release today, maybe the next hour, maybe fucking in the next few weeks, will not contain, I think, the information anybody really cares about. I think, honestly, everyone is involved in this Epstein stuff, no matter what side you're on, okay? No matter where you are, everyone is involved. Everybody in the elite is involved with some sick, deplorable shit. And even if you're not doing sick shit out there, you were involved financially with a guy that everyone had no reason not to be a bit weary of. So I would say that in a way, everyone is to an extent very guilty in this situation, right? I'm not the big fan of guilt by association, but when it comes to a guy like this, right, it's like if you're a multi-billionaire, right, you don't want to be associated to this guy, and there's plenty of billionaires that don't like Epstein and were never affiliated with him to begin with. But the people that were, right, those people are some of the most powerful individuals in the world. You know they're not going to want their names out there. And ultimately, the end of this, and end of the day, unless people raise a serious stink when these files release, and we all know they're going to be heavily redacted, nothing is really going to change. But ladies and gentlemen, some of the weirdest shit out there. If you like what you saw, please like, comment.
Yep. Now we're about to head to the UK. Shout out to Vonda UK correspondent. We got some whistleblowers.
So some of the people that have been working on and developing the digital ID system that we're going to be expecting to see in the UK have decided to do a tell-all.
Decided to do a tell-all. Whistleblowers raise extreme concern about security of government's digital ID. Let's go.
Raise extreme concern about the security of the government's digital ID. Now, we've been hearing all sorts of things about leaked documents, reports being done internally, but now we actually have insiders that are working on the government system discussing how they themselves don't believe it to be safe. Now, the digital ID infrastructure that the government is proposing is built upon something called the One Login system. Now, One Login is a government portal where many people can access it to change things like their driving license information, passport information, or request new identity documents. The One Login system is is going to be the beating heart of everything to do with digital identification if it comes into effect. Now, we've heard many reports about issues with the one login system being vulnerable, but now these reports are actually coming from people that helped develop it. But very quickly, if you're looking for a fantastic VPN, make sure to check out private internet access at the link down below. They don't keep any logs, they don't monitor what you're doing online, and the very nature of a VPN means that a lot of the dystopian laws and rules and regulations that are coming into effect, well, with a VPN, they won't apply to you. So with my link down below, you get 4 months free and 86% off, and it's the best way to support the channel. Now let's crack on with the video. The data of millions of people in Britain is at risk as a result of significant cybersecurity issues with the government's planned digital ID. Multiple whistleblowers have warned. The whistleblowers who have shared confidential documents and emails of ITV News to back up their claims are senior civil servants involved in the development of the one login technology, which will form the basis of digital identification. They have asked to remain anonymous to protect their careers. One of the civil servants fears the problems could lead to the worst data breach in UK government history. OneLogin is already used by 13 million people in the UK for a variety of government services, including managing state pension, cancelling a lost passport, and registering as a teacher or social worker. And to be clear, the OneLogin system in the UK is massively flawed as it is. About 6 months ago, I had to apply for a new driving licence, and for some reason, somehow, for reasons unbeknownst to me, they managed to send the driving licence to a wrong address. Wow. An address in which I've never lived at, an address in which none of my family members live at, and on the opposite side of the country. So someone's probably kicking around now in the UK on a fake driving licence under my name. The government has confirmed it will form the basis of digital ID, which will become mandatory for all adults by 2029. Maybe not, but more on that later. The planned ID will be stored on a digital wallet on an individual's phone and contain their name, date of birth, nationality, or residency status, and biometric data. A photo. Whistleblowers have told ITV News that OneLogin is failing to meet the mandatory minimum government cybersecurity standards, secure by design, and the cyber assessment framework. People without the expected level of security clearance have been able to access the heart of the system, including staff in Romania who were hired to carry out some of the development. And we actually heard about this around about a month ago now. There are concerns that system administrators have been using unsecure devices, creating the potential for a pipeline between bad actors on the internet and the most sensitive parts of digital ID. The vulnerabilities are standard things you must not do, but they have been done, one of the whistleblowers told ITV News. It would not take any creative thinking for a state actor or organised crime to target the vulnerabilities in digital identity. Highly sensitive documents leaked to ITV News by another whistleblower show some of these concerns are investigated within the government digital service, and they found that the programme is indeed carrying a high level of risk. That was only a couple of months ago that Keir Starmer said he would take advice from the National Cyber Security Centre and other government organisations to get an understanding of the risks involved with digital identification.
Wow, Keir Starmer, why would you wait till now to try to find out what the fuck you putting into place? You fucking retarded. This is how we know that this shit is gonna fall. This shit is wild. There's whistleblowers coming out. You already got millions of people not wanting to fuck with the Online Safety Act or this digital ID. It's a bigger case with the digital ID. But now there's whistleblowers coming out. That should be a fucking red flag to be like, you know what? Let's not enrage the people even more. You know, like, let's give back. But no. Let's create conflict. Let's create tension. Let's create war. Let's create fear and intimidation. What's crazy is this. Fucking with the AI. Getting everything to go digital. It's asking for corruption. It's asking for it. Salute in the groove. What up, though? Salute, Charles. What up, though? Salute everybody. Steve Osborne was good. Was good. Shouts out to everybody. But they asking for everybody to get on this motherfucking shit. They do a fake cyber attack, blame Russia or blame China, and everybody go under some type of one world slavery. It's a wrap. That's scenario one. Scenario two, get everybody on this digital shit. And anybody talk shit that gets chip cut off. It's like what Aaron Russo was talking to David Rockefeller. Like, what's the end goal? To get everybody chipped. Everything is in your chip.
National Cybersecurity Centre, which advises on secure digital practices, found one login carried the risk of bulk theft of personal data, identity theft, the government being defrauded, economic damage, people in witness protection, intelligence agents, and foreign dissidents being identified. So Keir Starmer knows all this, still has no concerns with digital identification coming into effect. We have proved it can be compromised. A testing team was able to access sensitive areas undetected. If this were to happen as part of a real attack, a whistleblower says this could have widespread repercussions for everyday people. And there's so much more to go into with this article, but I want to talk about digital ID and whether it will actually happen. Now, we don't know how long ITV have been talking to these various whistleblowers, but of course, not too long ago, and a couple of weeks ago, we had a debate in Parliament about digital identification, where everyone in the room, bar maybe one or two people, were massively concerned about digital ID to the point where they just wanted to overturn it and they did not want it to come into effect. The fact is when this gets to the next stage of being implemented as a law or as a requirement for British people, that parliamentary debate will have to be presented in the findings. They will have to go through that parliamentary debate to actually discuss and go through some of the concerns. And there is absolutely, caveat that, there's nearly zero chance that they will pass a piece of legislation where everyone in a parliamentary debate says they don't want it. Even the people that were for digital ID have now done a U-turn. And things like this, where people are coming out that are developing the very systems used for digital identification, they are so concerned to the point that they would risk their career, risk their jobs, and put their neck on the line to warn the British public that this is not safe and we should not be doing this, speaks volumes to the concerns around digital identity. And overall, and I want to put a positive spin on this because it's nearly Christmas, boys and girls, and we need a positive spin, I am fairly confident that digital identification will not go through to the final stages in the UK. Very unlikely / almost impossible how everything that's happened so far in relation to whistleblowers, the debates that have been held in Parliament, plus the very vocal concern from the British public, that the British public will be able to pass a piece of legislation like this easily. They really won't be able to. I understand that sometimes as a society, we feel powerless to the decisions that the British government make, and I make no bones about it. For the most part, we are. But when you get this far along in the debating process, where everyone's against it, and the people that built it are against it, there is a level of comfort that we have to take in the fact that, as a society, we're not alone with these concerns that we have with this system, and the reality is that the vast majority of people do not want it. And the vast majority of people, even if it does come into effect, which is unlikely, but if it does come into effect, people will refuse to use it. And the system doesn't work if everyone refuses to use it. When it comes to spending all the money to build and develop the digital identification system, that has to get approved in Parliament. That expenditure. And for that expenditure to get approved, they have to prove it's worthwhile. At the moment, somewhere between $1.5 to $2 billion worth of expense is predicted for the cost of the system. And looking at all the opposition against it, it's very unlikely, once again, don't want to fly too close to the sun, but it's very unlikely that the British government, the other people in power in the British government, are going to approve it being passed, knowing that it will not save any money for the British taxpayer and no one will use it. Basically, they'll spend all the money and people will refuse it, and that is too much of a risk for the government to take. I understand there's a lot of good faith assumptions being made in that process, but for the past 6 months, I've done a significant, if you're watching the channel, I've done a significant amount of research into digital ID, the Online Safety Act, and how all of these government and parliamentary processes work. Where it sits at the moment, there's a lot of steps to happen before digital ID actually comes into effect. A lot of steps which I really don't understand how they've managed to get through, considering all the opposition that we've seen. The opposition to the Online Safety Act, by the way, was absolutely nothing in comparison to the opposition to digital ID. Anyway, make sure you check out private...
Yeah, for real. But got millions of people that saying fuck that digital ID, and we got whistleblowers. Yo, nigga, this shit is gonna fuck us all up. So I'm keeping my eye on that. And about to go on to the next one. Diving down these motherfucking crazy ass rabbit holes, y'all.
So on American Alchemy, Jesse Michaels just interviewed Italian radar engineer Filippo Biondi, and he was part of that team of scientists and researchers that released the bombshell claims about these structures potentially located under the Giza Plateau earlier this year. Biondi and his team, they used a cutting-edge technique called SAR Doppler tomography, and basically reading microscopic surface vibrations using the Earth itself as the sensor. There was no drilling, there's no ground-penetrating radar, literally just physics. And according to the scans, the Khafre Pyramid sits above a vertical system of 8 massive shafts, plunging more than 3,000 feet down. Each one is wrapped in a spiral type of pattern, and they all connect to this cube-shaped chambers the size of like a football field. It's insanity. But here's where it gets even more interesting. 4 separate satellite systems, Umbra, Capella Space, ICEYE, and Italy's Cosmo Med, all produce the same subterranean map of what's beneath the pyramids. Different companies, different technologies, same result. And Biondi's words were very blunt. He said, there's no natural process on Earth that creates geometry like this. I mean, whoa. And the pattern doesn't stop at Khafre. The same helical signature shows up beneath Menkaure, beneath the Sphinx, and even 30 miles away at Hawara. And this is a site long rumored to contain Egypt's lost underground labyrinth. Egyptian officials were obviously quick to dismiss the claims, but Biondi came prepared. He showed that the same method can be accurately used and image this known underground physics lab that's buried deep inside a mountain in Italy, proving that the technique works. His team has already sent a formal proposal to the Egyptian government. If they are approved, and that's a big if, of course, actual exploratory work could begin as early as 2026. If any of this is real and it pans out, then the Giza Plateau isn't just a monument. I mean, it's the surface layer of a much older, much larger engineered complex that is absolutely mind-boggling.
Something tells me they're not going to get access.
That right? No, I saw he's in charge.
If there's something that big under there, they've got to be older than they think they are.
This totally blows my mind. A 500,000-year-old hand-built structure was found in Zambia. Why does this matter? Well, because the oldest known human fossils, or Homo sapien fossils that we found, only go back about 300,000 years. And the fossils of this are kept in the Smithsonian. But 300,000 years to 500,000 years pushes the timeline back 200,000 years. So in Zambia, they found along the riverbanks, there's a whole archaeological study and forensic study going on where they found hand-built structures that are 500,000 years old. And they know that these were hand-built because they're finding the tools and all the evidence to support this. And this is right along the riverbank here. So something that was not Homo sapien as far as we know. We don't actually know what built this structure or what they looked like or how they lived, but they're finding these cutting tools, like these big axe blades like this, that are just really amazing, obviously handmade and tooled. And they were
8 miles of underground tunnels and cities.
As a tool, but they know
And
this
when those
also,
that connect the
mainly because
continent.
of this beam of wood. They can tell that this beam of wood was actually notched and handmade, and you
They
can
don't
see
show
how
it
it
to
was
the
put together,
1800s.
like Lincoln logs, basically like a log cabin. So some kind of a structure was built. Now, the oldest known Homo sapien fossils that we have are in Morocco. Now they're kept in the Smithsonian, but these are 500,000 years old, and they can tell that they were hand tooled and carved specifically to be built into a structure. So this pushes the timeline of hand built structures and tool use back to 500,000 years old. I think that's amazing.
We're missing such a huge chunk of history.
History's alive, right?
When was
History's
the last time
alive,
you heard a
bruh.
bell ringing in your town? And I don't mean like a bell notification on your phone. I mean real bells, church bells, town bells, bells ringing throughout an entire valley. For most of human history, that sound was everywhere. Lately, I've been digging into this theory about why it seems to have mostly disappeared from everywhere. So here's some real history first. In the early 20th century, hundreds of thousands of bells were confiscated worldwide. During World War II alone, Germany confiscated over 170,000 church bells across occupied Europe. The official explanation was that they were just melted down for the war effort. But here's where things get strange. There's surprisingly very little photographic evidence of any kind of mass bell smelting. Instead, records show many bells were carefully removed, cataloged, labeled, and stored in massive so-called bell cemeteries. Some were even buried, and every so often you'll find an article about someone who uncovered an old bell still buried under the ground. So if metal was so desperately needed for weapons, why preserve them at all? And that's where this theory comes in. Some researchers believe that these old bells weren't just noisemakers or timekeepers. They were cast from a specific copper tin alloy and tuned for resonance, tones long associated with things like emotional regulation, cohesion, and even healing. There's also the idea that ancient cathedrals built with sacred geometry were designed to amplify those effects acoustically. So why get rid of the bells? Well, some people believe that these bells were remnants of the Great Tartarian Empire, and that removing them was part of a broader erasure of beneficial old world technologies.
We're not gonna deep dive.
Yeah, now I ain't think about that perspective of the bells being confiscated. The first thing came to my mind is he's trying to take the bells to make some alien technology. Because there was supposed to be some word Hitler was fucking with some type of bell shit, and it was hovering and some shit like that. When he took all the bells for that to fuck with the resonance and the frequency and shit, it'll still correspond with the first shit. Like depending on if they playing with technology or not, it all depends. But yo, That's very odd. Y'all just motherfucking confiscating bells and shit. I find that kind of weird. Yep. Best deals are bell brass, different from regular brass. Yep. For healing and to reset the body frequency. Yep. Yep. So Hitler was on it. Rather it was for the aliens or for that frequency shit. That nigga was on it. That nigga was on it.
I'll tear it, right?
But not about that, Ted. Let us know what subjects you guys want to see us do.
There's something growing in Chernobyl. It's a black fungus. It's insane. This fungi is growing rapidly around anything that has radioactive material, and it's literally eating the radioactive material, absorbing it, and turning it into clean energy.
Hey.
So it's a good thing.
As far as we know. Claudiosporium sapphirocerium.
Nailed it.
But it contains melanin, like in our skin.
Yeah.
We've never witnessed anything like this in nature. They're saying of how creepy it is. They actually call it the reactor shadow because it literally looks like a shadow coming from the reactor.
Just pitch black.
Black fungi grows faster in higher radiation, repairs its own damage, DNA extremely well, and uses radiation for energy. So it's literally
Feeding itself.
Yeah. NASA is now using it for experiments for potentially shielding spacecraft with this black fungi.
Whoa.
Because
that's cool.
they've been testing it on the International Space Station, and it actually thrives in space.
No.
What?
Okay, that's weird. This is like the literal plot to like Alien.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
But they're talking about lining astronaut suits with this black fungi.
What's it do when it mixes with people, though? I mean,
Yeah.
Last of Us.
So they're speculating that this is actually an ancient fungi, and at some point on Earth, where there was a giant meteor that hit and that ruined the ozone, that this fungi actually was flourishing and actually brought the Earth back to its normal state because it absorbed all the radiation.
Man, that shit wild. But whatever black stuff growing at Chernobyl, this ain't the first time I heard about this incident. The last time I heard about some black goo popping up out of nowhere, it was some shit that was in Vegas, some black goo that was popping up in Washington on the monuments and shit. I need to go back and look that up. I think I covered it. But yeah, it was just like mysterious black goo in Vegas, mysterious black goo in Washington, D.C. And it was just like popping up for a minute. And I'm like, all right, get this symbiote shit out of here from Spider-Man. Or we got the black goo from the TV show Supernatural. Or we could talk about the fucking black goo from any other crazy ass movie where it gets into somebody and kills them. Or turn them into a fucking mindless fucking killer. However the game go. I don't know what the fuck it is, but like, I don't want to immediately go alien. According to what I heard, it said it feeds off the radiation, and like radiation is fucking supposed to be fucking poison, but this black goo is just really eating it up and turning it into fucking energy and some type of protective shell at the same goddamn time that the NASA is fucking using to put on their shit and to put on people's suits. It's like, yo, like my man said, like this is the whole plot of the alien. Like this is how the alien come to Earth and everybody get infected and everybody die. Like this shit right here is like, leave the shit alone. But going back to what I said about what it does to radiation, feeding off radiation and turning it into energy, yo, this black goo is probably the motherfucking blood of the earth. Who knows? It could be like a key component in some motherfucking life altering shit. But the powers that shouldn't be want to turn this shit into some shit that's gonna protect the fucking spaceship. And space is fake. We still don't even know what the fuck is up there. But I find that to be weird. Why is motherfucker still at Chernobyl? On some real shit, like after the incident with the nuclear reactor, shit's supposed to be sealed off. Why is niggas still over there studying shit? Nah. Y'all did that shit on purpose to experiment on some shit. And y'all finally found what y'all was looking for. Whatever the fuck about to happen after this finding is gonna be some life-changing shit. They're gonna use this shit for a lot of shit. but it leads back towards we can have some free energy, but no, you got to get charged.
Leave it alone and let it do its thing.
Right, just leave it alone.
Strange things are happening with fungus at Chernobyl. Inside one of the reactors, this organism seems to be feeding off the radiation and thriving. Since 1986, a 30-kilometer exclusion zone has been established around Chernobyl after the number 4 nuclear reactor exploded. Since then, we've seen mutant wolves developing cancer resistance and rapidly evolving frogs with increasing levels of melanin. And this pigment is believed to be the key to what's happening in Reactor 4. A fungus species has been growing on its walls and actually moving towards the highly radioactive particles. Melanin can turn radiation into energy, so it acts as a sort of shield for organisms. And scientists think the fungus is basically feeding off it. Studying this further could help space travel, the protection of humans in harsh environments, and even cleaning radioactive waste.
We're just asking for trouble.
Yeah, bro, they're crazy.
They're fish, actual fish. Whole street's covered. This is Blue Ridge, Georgia.
Guys, this is tilting and dangerous, and let me tell you why. Now, first of all, that video is AI. I'll explain why later, but for some reason, many people are claiming that it is real. And some people that requested this video to me pointed it out. They said people are saying they looked it up, they Googled it, and that it's real. And keep in mind, I already know that this video is AI, right? So I go to see what's happening, and I see these people saying that they looked it up. So I did what they did. I Googled it. And here's my Google search. Did it actually rain fish in Blue Ridge, Georgia? And look who said that it did. The AI overview from Google. So in case you're missing the point, these people are listening to AI telling them that an AI generated video is not AI generated, but instead real. Even though when you click on the sources are the video from Instagram and from Facebook. This is pathetic. I mean, there are so many signs that it is AI. We literally have fish falling out of the roof in the video. Right through it. The voice is a giveaway. The constant clipping and blurring and inconsistencies are all over the place. But we have people ignoring these signs. They're ignoring what they're seeing with their own 2 eyes. That it is obviously AI because the first thing that pops up on Google says it's real.
It's fucking crazy. What about when you can't tell if it's AI?
I told you, bro, we're fucked.
Yup, for real. Motherfuckers are believing that fish is raining out the sky now. It's over. Let me go check this out. And the AI overview said, yes, this is real. It's fucked up. It's over.
But lead to digital IDs.
It will, bro. All roads lead to digital IDs.
Reading this past week, an MIT review, they want to do is take out the neural functions. It's a human without feeling, without thinking, without ideas. It's just what MIT calls in this review, a spare body.
Y'all remember the movie Equilibrium? No emotions. You are a soldier for the goddamn state. But they're trying to do this. And no one is not thinking that this is motherfucking diabolical. No one. Biodigital convergence. Yup. Injected the black fungus in the people. Yup. There's some powerful shit out there. Yup. Salute Archangel. What up, though? Shout out to everybody. Rock the bells. I know about the bells, but not the black goose shit. Yeah, I know. The fucking black goose shit is crazy. And, but like they don't do nothing but just like take me back to like when I covered it, when it was in Vegas and when it was in Washington, D.C. on the monuments and shit. Like I think it was at the Lincoln spot. I think it was on the Washington Monument. It was just all over the buildings and shit. And the fucking second thing that made me think about was Ghostbusters 2, where the goo was all over the motherfucking city and shit. And it was really all the negative energy of the people and shit. Ghostbusters 2 is a real ass movie. Whether anybody know it or not. Whether anybody know it or not. It shows you how powerful that motherfucking, the emotion really truly is. When it was in that fucking courtroom. And the ghosts was in the motherfucking fucking jail tubes or some shit, dog. And they were trying to get the judge to calm the fuck down. It was like, be quiet. Burn at the stake. The ghosts is motherfucking bust out that shit and start fucking everything up. It's like, yeah, nigga. It's the Scoleri brothers. Salute, Ball Fees. What up, though, bro? Great show earlier. What's good? What's good? Make sure y'all subscribe to Ball Fees. Come on, brother. Great show. Great show. Salute, salute. As a matter of fact, I gotta mod you up so you can put your link in the chat. Let me mod you up so you can be able to put your link in the chat. There you go. Got you a wrench so you can put your link in the chat. Let everybody know where to find you. Got a great live over there. Great live.
Your tire, body oils.
You never seen Ghostbusters? Archangel, you gotta check it out. But real shit, Ghostbusters been in the game since the 80s. At least I can remember the first Ghostbusters 1 and Ghostbusters 2. Yeah, you know, like 80s. You like the late 80s. And then they had the Ghostbusters animated TV show for a minute. You know, then they had the Extreme Ghostbusters like around like the late 90s going into the early 2000s. That was a pretty decent show. And then they bought the Ghostbusters video game for PS2, which is the definitive ending to the first two movies. Like if y'all wanted like a good part 3, like if they ever made a part 3, it'll be PlayStation's 2 version of Ghostbusters movie. You know, of the game. But yeah, Ghostbusters is a great franchise. I wasn't a fan of them coming out in the 2016 with the female version. Yes, I'm sorry, but like one, it wasn't funny. You can't force laughter. I'm sorry. They were trying to force the laughter. And the second thing that really pissed me off, I killed Bill Murray in front of me. You don't do no shit like they don't kill Bill Murray. Took out Bill Murray. But yeah, but like it was just, you know, like one thing I can say, the tech was good. But then they redid Ghostbusters again, you know, with a new setup, and they had it connect with the original cast of the original movie. So like I felt that was pretty good, you know, like to go back to the traditional callbacks and still tell a future story with a new family and shit, you know. So I thought that was pretty cool. No of it. I just never gave it a chance. Oh well, yo, you can pick any Ghostbusters and be like, okay, that's pretty cool. But I say go back and watch the first two movies. The original Ghostbusters from the 80s. Watch those first two movies and you'll get the gist of everything else. But part 2 is my favorite one. Part 2 is the shit. But 1 scared the fuck out of me because I was young as hell when I first seen it. So I was like, oh shit. So when it got to part 2, I was kind of skeptical of watching it. But I watched it anyway because I thought it was cool because those niggas shooting motherfucking lasers out of motherfucking homemade backpacks and shit. So I was like, I thought it was kind of cool. You know. But Bill Murray was the shit. Ernie Hudson. Dan Aykroyd. You know what I'm saying? Like I forgot Egon's real name. God damn, what was Egon's real name? Damn it, I forgot his real name. Hell yeah. But Ghostbusters 1 and 2. Definitely some fucking classics. And yo, real shit, you gonna laugh like a motherfucker too. You gonna laugh like a motherfucker. Bill Murray is fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? I want to say he carried that movie, man, but like everybody got their own little fucking you know, personality. But get back to it.
MIT scientists want to grow human bodies dubbed bodyoids. Now, these bodyoids are physiologically identical to humans, yet scientists insist that they are not conscious and they can feel no pain. Scientists are stating that ethically sourced spare bodies could revolutionize medicine through things like organ donation.
How can spare bodies revolutionize humans with donations? Oh yeah, I know why. Because remember I talked about this movie, I forgot what it's called. It was either called The Island or The Colony. It was one of those names of those movies. But Steve Buscemi, if y'all know who Steve Buscemi is, look him up. Steve Buscemi was playing the guy that this couple went to because they was on a run from some motherfuckers that was after him. Steve Buscemi tell these motherfuckers, you are clones and the elites are after your ass because you like a donor or some shit. It's like, you know, you like need your organs and shit. So like these motherfuckers didn't even know they was fucking clones. I was like, oh shit, this movie wild.
These bodyoids are not only intended to provide medical miracles, they can be used as meat for consumption.
They can be used as meat for consumption. Hashtag cannibalism. Now, this world is fucked. If they're letting you know this, we're growing human bodies with no emotions to revolutionize the human biology or science, whatever the fuck that they said, to be used for donors and for consumption. These can you say that I'm a reptilian without saying that I'm a reptilian? Or fuck it. Let's be realistic. Can you say that I'm a cannibal without saying that I'm a cannibal? What the fuck?
Here's the article.
Cannibalism.
So MIT Technological Review, it's ethically sourced spare human bodies could revolutionize medicine. Human bodyoids. So remember that word. And here it says...
Remember that word. It's going to be called human bodyoids. That shit sound like something out of a movie. And that's why they want to laugh at us. Because this shit sound like it's out of a fucking movie. Human bodyoids. Man, you sound crazy, Hurricane. I know I do. I know I do. But this shit is going on at MIT. You know what else is going on at MIT? Lupe Fiasco out here giving his motherfucking lyrical ability to the goddamn machine to make some 24-hour radio station with just like playing all his music. But you're giving your lyrical ability to the goddamn machine, so eventually these motherfuckers gonna think they on par with me and every other lyrical motherfucker out there that been doing this shit for years, mastering their craft and motherfucking reinventing themselves over 1,000 times. They're trying to replace us. Can't anybody see that? That's the name of the game here. Replacement. And besides, for those who don't want to comply, we will have someone that will comply in your place. And they could either kill you and replace you with yourself, or they could just kill you and just replace you with a motherfucker with no emotion. The undesirables, the ones that's really going to do whatever the powers that shouldn't be say. And real shit, I think they coming out with this because there's a lot of people waking up. A lot of people waking up. Salute, salute. For real, straight cannibalism. It's like, come on. Hell yeah, you need to hear this again.
Spare tire, bodyoids.
MIT scientists want to grow human bodies dubbed bodyoids. Now, these bodyoids are physiologically identical to humans, yet scientists insist that they are not conscious and they can feel no pain.
Identical to humans, conscious and can feel no pain. We are talking about this shit. She did not even say AI or robot. Do you hear that? She did not say AI or fucking robot. While we have AI robot technology trying to look real, these bitches are growing fucking humans. Sooner or later, we're not even going to fucking know who the fuck is real or not. This is the scary part. This is the scary part. Just when you thought you had to fight AI robots on some Terminator shit, you gotta fight a motherfucking nigga that's an actual motherfucking humanoid. You be punching this nigga, stabbing this nigga, shooting this nigga, and this nigga's like Michael Myers running towards you. This shit, that's the scary part. Damn. What more do you want from me, man? Like real shit. Salute everybody. It's there's a few different cartoons. I found two that started in 86 and one that started in 97. Real life, they clone Tyrone. Hell yeah. Hell fuck yeah. That movie was straight up facts. You know, I put that movie in the category with Black Dynamite. You know, Undercover Brother, Pootie Tang. It's like these type of movies, just like they tell you the truth of what's really going on inside the movie. But like, it's a lot of jokes, but like the whole plot and the premise of the movie, it is what it is. The fucking man is trying to kill us. Pootie Tang talked about the clones. Undercover Brother, they motherfucker used malt liquor to motherfucking shrink the black man's anatomy. Undercover Brother was about the man taking control of the franchise using a black figure. You know, it's like, yo, it was a lot of shit. And the clone Tyrone, they're cloning motherfuckers. We just heard this shit firsthand. This is the end of the world and we know it, but I feel fine. Shit. Scared as hell. This is some scary shit. They go some motherfucking Nutty Professor shit. This is some scary shit. Shouts out to everybody.
Scientists are stating that ethically sourced spare bodies.
Pootie Taylor too stupid. The trailer couldn't even keep my attention, so I skipped that shit. I bet you did. I bet you did. Because you know why? I did too. I thought the shit looked too silly. I was like, I love a good comedy. I love a good comedy. But when I saw the previews, I was like, man, I can't watch this shit. But one day I did. One day I did. I was watching Comedy Central. And I was waiting on another movie to come on after Pootie Tang. So I was like, bet it up. I just watched Pootie Tang and shit. Give it a shot and just motherfucker watch the next movie. I fucking laughed like a motherfucker through that shit. That shit was fucking hilarious. JB Smooth. this Chris Rock and his bitch. They can say, Yo, Dirty D. Dog, yo, Wanda Sykes, yo, man. Don't get me wrong, it's a silly fucking movie. But the premise of the movie, like, you know, like, is what got me, you know. But yeah, you know, as you think about it, like now, as you like, you know, like put all the movies together and find out like what the message is. What the message is, nigga, they out to get us, all of us. But like out of all the movies, I'm giving it to Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite is the best fucking shit ever. Like real shit. Black Dynamite is the shit. This nigga whooped ass all the way up to the motherfucking White House. Whooped the president's ass. Pimp smacked his wife. Nigga broke the presidential dinner plates. Nigga. All right, man, I got 3 movies to watch dinner tonight. Yeah, but I'm a horror movie guy too. I took my ass outside to play. Hey, yo, I'm a horror movie guy too, dog. And like the last good horror movie, like, was Smile. Real shit. Smile was the last good movie over here on this side. I watch Japanese horror and Korean horror. Those motherfuckers know how to scare people. I got to give it to them. Japanese and Korean horror is some scary shit. This was just some scary shit. From storyline to dialogue and the tragic backstories and the trauma. And you see the look on a motherfucker, either the girl or the guy's face. That is genuine fucking fear. With the backstory to motherfucking, like, push the characters' body language and facial expressions. And then when they finally do the motherfucking monster reveal, it ain't, you can't see the bullshit ass animatronics or the bullshit. It's like the perfect light where they cast the motherfucking creature. It ain't just all out there. It's just like, sometimes you're looking at a scene in the Japanese horror or Korean horror movie and you don't even know that the monster is looking at you the whole fucking time. That's what gets me on some occasions. I'm like, y'all motherfuckers clowning. I have to watch this shit again to catch that. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? Agreed. Like, Agent got the horror on lock. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Horror and the anime. I gotta watch the horror anime shit. Demon City and Wicked City. Those two motherfucking classic horror animes. Classic horror anime. But like when it comes to the actual movies, man, that shit scared the fuck out of me. Like the movie The Grudge. The fucking Grudge, for instance. That's from the movie Juhon or some shit. Juon. It's from that movie. I had to watch that movie to find out why they made The Grudge. And when I watched the original Juon movie, I was like, nigga, what the fuck? Fuck this shit. This shit's scary as hell. This shit's, The Grudge ain't got shit on the original adaptation of that fucking movie. That shit scared the fuck out of me. But one thing that The Grudge did capture, in the first one only, was the sounds and the way that motherfucking shit looked. When that bitch was on the staircase and it was coming down the stairs, I was like, oh, fuck is this? I'm out. I remember being in high school catching The Grudge. But like I ain't catch the original adaptation until I got older. So I was like, man, I'm still scared. I'm still scared of that shit. A Japanese fucking curse? That shit wild. And the movie starts off a nigga waking up committing self-deletion. Like, damn. This how you start off a fucking movie? Jesus. And I like that actor. The actor was cool. The Grudge coming out the... Oh, no, that's The Ring. The Ring was coming out the TV. And that shit scared the fuck out of me. I couldn't sleep for a week for some reason. When that shit came out, that shit scared the fuck out of me. I was in high school when that shit came out. Nigga, I was wild. But humanoid meat packages with no emotions.
Revolutionize medicine through things like organ donation. These bodyoids are not only intended to provide medical miracles, they can be used as meat for consumption.
All right, so here's the article.
Cannibalism.
So MIT Technological Review, it's ethically sourced spare human bodies could revolutionize medicine. Human bodyoids. So remember that word. And here it says, recent advances in biotechnology now provides a pathway to produce living human bodies without the neural components that allow us to think, be aware, or feel pain. And then maybe one day we'll be able to create spare bodies.
Like a bit of a spare body.
Yeah. And then we'll be able to create spare bodies. Now, for those that follow what they've been trying to do with consciousness transfer, if you don't like your old body and it's getting old and it's about to die and you got money for a new humanoid body, come on ahead and buy this shit now. We'll transfer your consciousness and all your memories into a new body. This shit is about to get fucking marketed. I don't even want to say this because it sounds like a movie. and they'll call me crazy. But if they putting this shit out there and we put 2 and 2 together by seeing what they talk about at all these conventions, all these scientists coming out with shit, we've seen it through the movies since the fucking 60s, and now it's officially out. Oh, it's not real because you don't see a flying car. Just because you don't see a flying car or a crazy techno cyberpunk world that we motherfucking see in the video games doesn't mean that the plot of the movie is still not going on behind the fucking scenes. This shit is wildly scary. And if the consciousness transfer doesn't work, guess what? You're dead. I guess you got to sign one of those confidentiality forms or one of them NDAs or whatever the fuck. Like if anything happened to you during your consciousness transfer on the brink of death, you can't blame us or sue us. There's going to be a lot of shit like that going on too. Yeah, ethically sourced. Oh yeah, it was the one where that thing was in the attic. Yeah, that was the Grudge. The motherfucking shit in the attic. Yep. You know, with the kid that was screaming like a cat and shit. Shit scared the fuck out of me. Yeah, I remember driving the movie that had a little boy demon thing in the attic. I think it was one you was talking about. Yep, that's it. Yep. Those new bodies are a soul prison. Transfer consciousness is definitely real. Yep, there's tech underground military bases that we never seen. Yep, I knew it. A little Asian boy demon thing alone sounds scary as fuck. But if they got hella copies of you, so they not worried about losing bodies. Yep, and like that's the whole thing, again, with mass production. Once the shit is already on and popping, how many do they already have right now is the question. How many do they have on deck right now, posing as regular people, but doing this crazy shit around the world with attacking mosques and attacking innocent people and shit? It makes you think, right? And then they kill the shooter at the crime scene, no investigation. Print up some fake ass manifesto and come out on the news. We need to do some gun control. Wild shit. They could use this for that because they already giving away the shit. It was like, it's going to be a motherfucker with no emotions. But the crazy thing about it is if you're creating something with no emotions, how the fuck is going to move and operate? You have to program it. So they can program it to just fucking kill. Program it to eliminate. Program it to infiltrate. It's like a walking camera or a walking killing machine at the control of whoever fucking created it. This is wild. This is fucking wild. Random shooter my ass, nigga. Y'all literally bred the shooter in the lab. He said, maybe that's why they take all that blood when we go to the hospital. Yep, we are being cloned. I would like to read the hospital contract people sign before being admitted. Oh, yes, I like that too, because I thought about the same shit. But instead of being cloned, I thought they was giving it to some type of a fucking, like an old ass blood vampire god underground saying, feed me, feed me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. But yours is more logical. Yours is more logical.
They're gonna use them as clones.
Yep. Clones.
Apparently, some researchers confirmed dream-to-dream communication. So this is the REM space dream experiment, and it was conducted by researchers from Harvard, MIT, and the University of Montreal. Basically, researchers wanted to see if they could transmit a signal to someone who is in REM sleep, and if that signal would be successfully translated to someone else who is in REM sleep. So here's how it worked. Both participants were hooked up to advanced EEG technology to monitor the brain's activity. When the technology showed that one of the participants hit the REM cycle, an audible cue would be given to them through their headphones. The language the cue is in is a language called Remio, which REM Labs developed. Both participants were trained in lucid dreaming.
meaning they were aware within that dream state. So participant 1 would hear this stimulus, they then would repeat it in their dream state. What they were communicating within the dream state was recorded, and when the other person hit the REM cycle, the recorded stimulus would be played for them, kind of like an advanced game of telephone. When they woke up, they confirmed what participant 1 was saying. That's pretty wild. And they were able to do this multiple times. So one of their head researchers submitted this to get some peer-reviewed testing done. He believes that REM sleep-related phenomena like lucid dreams will become the next big industry after AI. He believes you could use...
It will become the next big industry after AI. It's going to be manipulated. They just showed that dreams are being tested and tampered with off our tax dollars that we supposed to be feeding homeless people with. These fucking evil bastards are trying to find a way to infiltrate our fucking dreams, or at least implant shit in our dreams, according to the movie Inception. Now, this is a deep rabbit hole that I only went down halfway, and I had to climb my black ass back up, because diving in dreams are a mystery. Dreams, to me personally, is one of the greatest mysteries of all time. I love dreams because I love people's perception of it. Some people think dreams are other dimensions. Some people think dreams are us going back to our past lives and we live in it. Some of us think our dreams of events that happen during the day and it's all bunched up into a crazy magical world when we go to sleep. Some people think our dreams are messages from the future. Some of us think our dreams are just meaningless. And it's just a fucking dream. So I love the perceptions that everyone has on dreams, because to me, it lets you know, like me, it lets me know, that you're willing to be like open-minded about shit that, most people don't really want to talk about, because one, it's not interesting to most people, or two, it's not interesting to most people. But dreams, I find dreams to be a wonderful escape. We had a long ass fucking day. I just want to go to dreamland. I don't know, but I love dreams. You feel me? I don't know, but I love dreams too, bro. Because I don't know what it is either. And like, that's the fucking mystery. That's the fucking mystery. And I love that I don't fucking know. But most importantly, I love searching for what is the dream. Is this the connection to the divine? Is the dream our way out of this fucking realm? All we got to do is just find the right door to walk in. Who fucking knows? But I would love to find out. That's some good dreams about a lot of hot chicks this week. I love having dreams about having a shitload of money in my pocket. I'm talking about wads of cash. But as soon as I wake up, nothing. I just cry. That's some bullshit. I was driving, pocket full of cash, driving on the grass, not paying attention to the road and shit. Yeah, move it. In the motherfucking 2-door Chevy Cobalt. In the Chevy Cobalt.
Use this to learn things, overcome traumas, face fears. But here's why this is a little bit freaky. You know how much money big corporations are spending on trying to learn how to inject ads into your sleep? In fact, many people have been warning about dream hacking. In a recent survey, 77% of marketers plan to use dream tech advertising in the next 3 years.
77 people. They say 77% of corporations plan to implant shit in your brain as advertisement while you sleep. So picture going to sleep, trying to clear your mind so have a good sleep, and there's an ad in your head say, come eat at Burger King, bitch. I would have to whoop somebody's ass. I I would have to whoop somebody's ass. Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
It's something that many of the smartest minds in the world, this is published on MIT, they've been warning about this, but people aren't paying attention because it sounds too sci-fi. Guys, we are like literally steps away from needing a premium subscription so you don't get ads in your dreams while you're sleeping. But this is something that people should take seriously. Imagine a world where your dreams are slightly altered so that you wake up craving certain products.
It's terrifying.
They're gonna use it for mind control, right?
Mind control.
If they really went to the moon and spent $250 billion, the last thing in the world you would do would be to destroy it. But if they perpetrated a fraud and you could prove the rocket didn't have enough fuel to leave Earth orbit, which it didn't, and you could prove that the lunar module couldn't run air conditioning for 3 days on a bunch of car batteries against 250 degrees outside, then you would destroy it. So for the first time in the world, technology, and in today's dollars, one that cost $250 billion, was intentionally destroyed.
What was the technology that was intentionally destroyed?
All of the Apollo equipment.
Yes, ads make me hostile too. I be having to hold my anger. Sometimes y'all heard me, like give out my outbursts, but man, I've been trying to hold it in. Ads make me just really just hate the ad even more. Hate the product. I don't give a fuck what product they show. Especially like when you listen to some Carl Jung or some motherfucking Earl Nightingale or Alan Watts, you listen to some good shit and the ad pop up like, just take out the immersion and shit. They will just shoot the goddamn TV.
Technology to go to the moon. But we destroyed that technology. They destroyed it. And they also destroyed all of the original videotapes, all of the original telemetry data as to where the rocket was, and they disassembled and sent the parts to the wind, the only machine that could ever play the videotapes if they were ever found. And that happened days after Ron Howard asked for HD transfers to project it on an IMAX screen. He had to go to Blockbuster and rent videos. 95% of that movie are reenactments shot in a TV studio. He went to Blockbuster Video because they destroyed the original videotapes, which you would never do if you went, but that's exactly what you would do if you perpetrated a fraud. There's never been a time in history where technology was 1,000 times greater in the past, or they intentionally destroyed the technology. Never happened, except with the moon rock.
You think anything related to it would be in a museum?
It never happened, right?
Congressman, correct.
It never happened, bruh. All right, now I'm about to deal with this Erika Kirk shit. I think I did a short, but we about to go over what I did. Because I don't even know who the fuck Erika Kirk is. I know that's Charlie Kirk's wife, but finding out more about this chick, I'm like, damn, this who the fuck she is? She's connected.
Is Erika Kirk truly a grieving widow, or was she a honeypot used by the CIA or Mossad to see out an evil agenda? Let's take a deep dive into Erika Kirk's life. She was born Erika Franzwey. Her dad, Kent Franzwey, worked with the DoD and helped establish Raytheon's branch in Israel for missile defense. The internet had...
Wow. Erika Franzwey. And yo, Peoples was in the DoD? Dang.
Been completely scrubbed of his name in the recent weeks. Go figure. Erika's mom, Lori Franzwey, founded
Hold on, we're gonna go back.
Erika Kirk truly a grieving widow, or was she a honeypot used by the CIA or Mossad to see out an evil agenda? Let's take a deep dive into Erika Kirk's life. She was born Erika Franzwey. Her dad, Kent Franzwey, worked with the DoD and helped establish Raytheon's branch in Israel for missile defense. The internet has been completely scrubbed of his name in the recent weeks. Go figure. Erika's mom, Lori Franzwey, founded a company that has several contracts with the DoD, Homeland Security, and NASA. Erika's grandfather, Carl Kenneth Franzwey, was the vice president at American Banknote Co., known for their secure IDs in secure printing. And he was also the Grand Chief of the Independent Order of Vikings, a secret society of sorts. And he was also knighted by the King of Sweden. Just based off this alone, we know that Erika is not a normal human being. She comes from an elite, well-connected background. At the age of just 17, she founded Romanian Angels, a nonprofit founded to help Romanian children. The only problem is locals in that area accused American nonprofits of trafficking using military support. And
what? Using military support to traffic? Oh yeah, your peoples is connected with the DoD. Holy shit. At 17 though.
These years, back in 2013, Erika posted a video of her in Romania, and in that video, she thanked Colonel Busher III, an alleged human and trafficker that was accused of running a
out of the U.S. base in Romania. And yes, there were involved. Erika went on to attend Regis College, a Jesuit college. She also gained her New York real estate license and was hired by the Corcoran Group, the same group that listed Jeffrey Epstein's Palm Beach mansion. And this is a high-end luxury real estate group. She managed to go straight to the top. And then her Trump connection. She won Miss Arizona 2012, a pageant owned by none other than Donald Trump. And how about the first time she ever laid eyes on Charlie Kirk, her future husband? She was on a pilgrimage in Israel with her mother.
I will never forget the time I was in Israel with my husband. That was the second time, but the first time with my mother on a pilgrimage. And I was standing in the ticket line. And I remember looking behind me, and in the snake of the ticket line was a guy who looked very familiar. I had no idea who he was. That ended up being Charlie. Nothing is by coincidence.
And now we look at the grieving process after Charlie's death. Everybody grieves differently. However, it is important to note that she went on stage at Charlie's memorial and forgave the shooter, even though he hasn't even been proven as the shooter.
I forgive him.
And in fact, the more time passes, the more it's unlikely that Tyler Robinson killed Charlie Kirk. So instead of using her time to do deep dives into who actually killed Charlie Kirk, like Candace Owens is doing, she has spent her time raising money through her GoFundMe and also becoming the CEO of Turning Point USA, carrying on Charlie's legacy. However, I don't see her questioning Israel at all the way Charlie was towards the end of his life. Considering there's a clear lack of grief in her demeanor over the past few weeks following up her husband's brutal assassination, she seems awfully suspicious, and I think that most people would agree with that.
Yup. And that's the end of that. We're gonna play a couple tracks and we gonna get up out of here. Let's start off with this new track by me and Relentless. Shout to Jordan Apple for the beat.
Hurricane. Relentless. Same, man. Smooth and soulful right here, man.
Shout out to everybody.
Bring a real hip hop back.
HHN Special Report.
Already. All the way to the TX. Yeah. WA. Hurricane and relentless.
Hurricane and relentless. Yeah, man, we came from the trenches. Enemies put up your defenses, leaving you defenseless. Yeah, man, we dashed over fences. Have to take you out in an instant. Evaporated, leave the whole city dilapidated. Politicians might get decapitated. It's sad to say it. Revolution by rebel shooting, we get pursued and hopping out the sky like we paratrooping. You there recruiting. It's so amusing, ripping into this cold music. Shit sound like the soundtrack of an old movie. But this reality, no need for formalities. Whipping your ass, not with fatality. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Time to hit you one more time. Look. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Time to hit you one more time.
You know the rhymes is hardcore. Feeling they want more. Rock solid and pure cane. Fresh kill coat. We about to redefine the culture. Cause vultures they get the rope.
Leave them hanging outside. Shit like some poke.
Short to WA all the way to the Texas. They trying to unite our people just like BMF. It ain't nothing but trail bars that we flowing express. We leave the crumbs for the bums. Still we taking the rest. Like a muck, we dropping bombs. We ain't making no threats. You motherfuckers just some rookies in the presence of vets. They squeeze these busters long enough, you know they bound to confess. Go to jail to get some clout just so they out possess. I'm content with the underground and all the real ones here. Do this music for therapy. I ain't chasing no deals. I ain't an industry puppet. I give a fuck how they feel. Born rebel with a cause. I'ma fight to the end. And I ain't caught up in facades or the bullshit dreams. In the world, but I ain't of it. Hate it, like it, or love it. Tweaking your labor budget. But you ain't feeling no pressure. Real corporate oppression. Hurricane gone.
Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Let me hit you one more time. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Let me hit you one more time. We the baddest, better witness the madness. Bringing the hip hop to the masses with these classics. Fuck the haters that talk shit, they know we greater. Send us so to the maker if they touch our paper. Infiltrators and perpetrators, we gotta slay them. They the FBI, I see you fucking haters. I know you watching me, should just watch the economy. And so I gotta be new leader of this monopoly. Ain't no stopping me, I'm the hurricane, hot commodity. Truth can't be marketed, your soul, they will abolish me. Tell you honestly, must acknowledge me, fuck the mockery, fuck the government, yo, this my new philosophy. Everybody can know it, hear it then when I flow it. Flowing like an ocean with all the weed that I'm smoking. Flow is from the gifted, hurricane and relentless. Ready for whatever, give you the business. We on the mission. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Let me hit you one more time. Hey. Hurricane and relentless. Gotta grab your hearts and minds. Hit you with these hardcore rhymes. Let me hit you one more time. Hurricane and relentless. 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 One more time.
You know.
Walking through the sea so cool. All black, stay strapped, get clapped if you fuck with the crew. Nigga, you be up under my shoe. Turn blue, niggas get stumped out in my turbo. For the crew, fall over the suit. Got it ordered. Custom made Cartiers in the fedora. Met me a fine ass chick at a Sephora. Hit it from the back, just smoked up on the quarter. Took it to the crib, the legs was on my shoulder. Briefcase style, well, yeah, I had to fold her. She said my meat good is better than Ponderosa. So I had to pound the pussy over and over. Now I'm out the door, the baby, the show is over. Headed to the block, you know I'm selling that boulder. Haters talk shit, them knock your head off a shoulder. Territory mine, hey gang, I'm taking over. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. Look, I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. Blast with killers, we fast with triggers. Blast, we fill up with Hennessy and blast some niggas. If a fair run up, gotta blast them too. Real niggas gon' do what they have to do. Tell her roll up a blunt, then I crack a brew. Got a call from a chick, she was passing through. Had to take her dance up in the afternoon. Got a call from a plug, now I have to zoom. For the motherfucking fans tryna track my moves. Yo, bitches can't fight, kick back my moves. I'm the black John Wick that I pack your crew. I think you gonna need some fucking backup, dude. AK and take your motherfucking backup, dude. And your wife will think I'm a stand-up dude. I see you hit a strap, bitch, I'm strapped up too. Shoot your ass in the head if you act up, fool. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. I'ma show you how to do this, son. Hurricane be the name and there's only one. Let's go. It's that real hip hop. What it do? Vibe with the night. Real hip hop.
You know. Shouts out to everybody.
Phenom Rogue One production.
Show me my opponent. Where's my opponent? I'm a killer ball, government, you don't want it. Break people to components. Throw you in the ocean. Sleeping with the fishes, bitches. Listen, I be on it. Start him while he's scoring. Pull off in the foreign. Going 60 seconds, hit the gas. Then I'm blowing like a river. Feeling like a winner. Got my fine chick while they eat her dinner. I've been on the mission. Never keep me slipping. Call Haunted up the ghouls, and we bustin' at a bed building. In the lobby, dropping bodies like a fucking brew. Weeds whipping everybody. Show me my opponent, 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 show me my opponent. This is my decision, chillin' like a villain. Cut you up the ribbons, cause the government is trippin'. Now I'm up in Cali, chillin' with this daddy. Going all in the baby girl, call me daddy. Riding through the valley, smoking on the fatty. About to get this bird 50 straight in Cincinnati. Gotta get this money, get back to the money. Haters looking funny, cause I shot him in the stomach. Motherfucker on the battle, you the one to battle. Pulling out the shot and make your whole body rattle. Don't wanna kill the chatter, see your body shatter. Dealing with the hurricane, everybody scatter. Show me my opponent, 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 show me my opponent.
Hurricane 313. Down, we have a problem. Phenom Rogue One production.
Push it to the limit, murder making lyrics, killing like a villain, spitting murder making lyrics. Government is tripping cause my murder making lyrics. Haters out there tripping cause my murder making lyrics. It's that revolutionary shit, cops getting very quick, quicker with the trigger, better run, little scary bitch. Master terrorist, destroying everything. Fuck the government, I'm the motherfucking hurricane, bringing all the stormy flame, bring it wind and bring the rain, make the haters feel the pain. Time to rearrange the game. They want me to tone it down. Fuck you, bitch, I'm shooting rounds. Rebel music through your town. Shooting all you hating clowns. Got some weed smoking out. Throw them fucking guns up. Ramming through a fan building in a fucking armor truck. Throw that motherfucker up. We don't really give a fuck. Take this fucking land back. Do you wanna roll with us? Push it to the limit. Murder making lyrics. Killing like a villain, spitting murder making lyrics. Government is tripping cause my murder making lyrics. Haters out there tripping cause my murder making lyrics. We are gonna eradicate, this is really not a prank. Fuck up martial law, we gon' pull up, steal your fucking tank. See me gone off the drink, about to hit a fucking bank. Eliminate the rich, use a bitch, that's what I'm fucking think. See you fucking billionaires, got you bitches running scamming. Everything up, great security, nigga, yeah. It don't even matter though, shoot them in this fucking throat. Bill Gates, Dr. Fauci, y'all bitches gotta go. Long rifle with a scope, custom made bullets, ho. Should've break apart, kill 100 people in the road. Do the C4, put a bomb in your villa, ho. Making scenes they die vote, all them people gotta go. Push it to the limit, murder making lyrics. Killing like a villain, spitting murder making lyrics. Government is tripping cause my murder making lyrics. Haters out there tripping cause my murder making lyrics. Murder making lyrics, murder making lyrics. Haters out there tripping cause my murder making lyrics. Murder making lyrics, murder making lyrics. Haters out there tripping cause my murder making lyrics. Yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck the government. Fuck the government. Fuck the government. Middle finger to the sky. Fuck the government. Fuck the government. Fuck the government. Middle finger to the sky. Fuck the government.
When we asked 10 years ago, we was asking with the Panthers, we was asking with the civil rights movement, we was asking, you know, now those people that were asking, they're all dead and in jail. So now what do you think we're gonna do? Ask?
Shouts out there, everybody. About to play one more. Then we gonna get up out of here. How y'all feeling? Hope y'all feeling good.
Phenom Rogue One production.
Smoking weed good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Sipping on this fucking lean. Smoking on the green. Looking clean. Riding through the scene. Feeling like a king. Pop a bean with the bad bitch. I can get between. Make a scream. Bosses on my dick. Like a trampoline. Hit the scene. Send it to the fiends. Gotta make the green. I'm a hustler. And I got some $1 billion dreams. It's a scene with the Cali chick. Chillin' on the beach. Cut her cheeks every fucking week. That's my cup of tea. I'm a G till I D.I.E. Show you I'm a beast. Haters weak. You will cease to be. If you fuck with me, got the keys. Going overseas. Feed up with my queen. She's a pocket goddess. Yeah, you fucking know what I mean. Pepper seeds all up in the throat. All I'm smoking weed. I believe I'm the only one that you gonna need. Feeling dreams, baby, yes indeed. Got me feeling free. Baby, rolling up the street. Baby, come and roll with me. We feeling good. See me bobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me bobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. What's the flow? Fuck it though. Used to give a fuck before. I don't give a fuck no more. Time for me to smoke some more. Walking with the baddest hoe. You know how it fucking go. Stunting on them fucking hoes. Baby girl, I love control. Now we getting on the boat. Everybody on the floor. Drinking liquor, smoking dope. Girls twerking on the floor. Rolling up another one. Lean in my double cup. Club banging number one. Roll up another blunt. We feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good.
I already know this is how we end it. HHN Special Report. Shout out to everybody coming through. We on the final track. Let's go.
Let the flood return. Your people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now that I will flood the world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. Kill a motherfucker, throw a bit of rhythm, I'ma do a bit of quicker than anybody never pull a trigger. Eliminate the government, some public, you motherfuckers about to catch a motherfucker, start a cake, got the roll rubber land. Everybody renegade, killing the motherfucker cops for the renegade, shooting the motherfucker building, they gon' be running there, blowing it up. I'm having motherfucker renegade, and I'm the only motherfucker that wanna fight the government. Why the fuck is people wanna like the government?
Hey, bro, what up, though, Jordan? Just ended it.
Equalize a motherfucker, got me trying to quit. Hitting other bitches looking like Joyce to win.
Salute, Jordan. What up, though, bro?
Got a motherfucker sword again. Chopping everybody else to record shit. Be the top with the porcelain. Turn the bass to a chorus again. Star Wars got the force within. Like a motherfucking speed. If it realest, the realest, another really. You about to feel it. Tell the stupid fans, come and get it. It's revolutionary. Let me shit. Hear it, your favorite, the furious spirit. Killing all this.
What up, though? What up, though?
It's a popper with a chopper. Some proper. Better call her, better go doctor. Like I'm not supposed to nigga,
get to the chopper.
Blow the bitch up, cause bitch I'm a monster. Hurricane coming, better pray to the father. I kill that motherfucker living state in Nevada. God
Happy
killing
Saturday.
me. Your mind. Ain't nobody ready for the mother. Return, y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now. That I will flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. Let the flood return. Y'all people gon' learn. Everybody gon' learn now.
What's good, Jordan in the building?
Flood this world right now. I'll destroy your government right now. So let the flood return.
Salute. Yo. Just got done doing this live. About to hit the stove up in a minute. Probably in a quick second. Grab me some more blizzles. You already know, for shizzle. But what's been good though, Jordan? Man, shouts out to that beat you sent me, dog. Had to throw Relentless on that motherfucker, dog. Man, dog, that beat is a fucking new classic now, man. That's a new classic hit. And it's real cool that I've been doing some verses and doing some songs to these hip hop style beats. You know what I'm saying? It's, there's a great collaborations, man. Y'all the truth, man. Give yourselves a round of applause. Shouts out to y'all. But about to get up out of here. This is the HHN Special Report. And y'all know how we end it. Mic check. I walk around the streets with my black Tech 9 on the waistline. Look at the hype shit. I never claim to be the best type of rapper, but have to show the motherfuckers what I'm after. I'm after the gold, and after that, the platinum beef. After that, Hurricane G packs that got some blah. Trigger bang, bang. HHN Special Report. Shouts out to Vanta, UK correspondent. Shouts out to Crystal is cool. Sexy, independent California researcher. You already know I'll catch y'all on the next one. Know what I'm saying? If JVJ got something popping tonight, I might be over there. You know what I'm saying? Like if you open up the stream, I'll be streaming. And like whoever live, I'll stop through. I get my salutes, drop my likes, say what up to everybody. And it's around 8:29. I still got time. I could probably work on some music real quick. Phenom sent me some beats. Let me check them out. And I'll catch y'all in a minute. Start working on some music real quick. Who knows? I might hop on a game real quick. Got a couple hours. Might play some Far Cry real quick. Who knows? But I do got to hit that stove up though. But shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jordan, Archangel, Charles in the building, in the groove, Steve Osborne, Mouthpiece, and everybody that's going to catch this on the playback. Shouts out to everybody. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Y'all the truth. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.